Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today is April 5th. It is in the morning. It's like 8:20 in the morning. I woke up early, like around 5, took a shower, did my skincare routine for my face. And as I was doing that, I was thinking about doing a video in regards to my, sorry. I was thinking about doing a video in regards to my diastasis recti journey. A lot of women experience that. Some men do too. Some people experience it after they've lost a lot of weight, and some women experience it after a pregnancy. Mine was due to pregnancy, because I guess I can give you some background because I am a very small woman. I've always been the skinny, bony, whatever you want to call it. I've always been very small. Even growing up in middle school, I think entering middle school, I was like 60 pounds. Exiting middle school, I was probably like 90 pounds, pushing 100. High school, 100 pounds, mainly consistently, up until maybe like my junior year. My junior year, I was like $105. So for me, I only gained a few pounds every few years, and it's been like that even through my adult years. So junior year and exiting high school, I was about $105. College, about $105 to $110. It fluctuated. So I got pregnant at 20. I had my kids at a month before I was 21. So for me, throughout that whole pregnancy, by the end of that pregnancy, my last weigh-in, I was 129. And that's the most I had ever weighed in my life, 129. But that was, of course, pregnant. So that was that was with the twins. With my youngest one, I got pregnant with him at 34. Yeah, I got pregnant with him at 34, and I was turning 35. He was born on the 14th. My birthday is on the 19th of July. At that time, I was fluctuating, and this was like, I had him in 2019. So around that time, I was fluctuating between 110, 115. This was before pregnancy, 110, 115. And then the last weigh-in at the end of my pregnancy with my youngest, I was 140. Again, that was the most I had ever weighed in my life, again, prior to the 129 with the twins. And I did like how my body changed with my last pregnancy, because my breasts, I had boobies finally, and it was just like, oh, I got some jiggle. I was happy about my boobs. After I had him, because I had C-sections with both, I had a smaller waist. After they took him out, my waist was like this. I had an hourglass shape because my hips, they did spread. So them hips were wide. So after that, I was like, oh my gosh, I like the way my body looks. 140, that's my, I like it. But it did not last. After I stopped breastfeeding him, I breastfed him for like a month. Them girls went bloop. And then I lost weight back again. So I went back down to like 110, 115, fluctuating. It was more so just due to being tired, stress, work. It was just a lot going on. So it didn't take much. And that's another thing with me. I do have a high metabolism, always have. So if I got the flu, if that took me out and I wasn't eating, I was shrinking. If I had a busy work day and I didn't eat much, that weight's gonna fall off. And I didn't like that, because one of my biggest insecurities throughout life was being skinny, not having curves or anything. That was just something that it always stuck in my mind. I wouldn't wear certain things, especially in high school. Sometimes I wouldn't like to wear muscle shirts or tank tops or anything. Not kindergarten. I think in 5th grade, I tried stuffing my bra once. Ridiculous. What else? I didn't like wearing shorts or skirts too much because I didn't want to show off my legs because I knew my legs were skinny. I've got called every funny skinny name in the book, but also the harsh ones. I've even been called anorexic, and it's like, but I don't do that. So, but yeah, I was called just about every skinny name in the book. Um, Even people, they would be like, oh, I wish I was skinny, but not that skinny. So that was always in my mind that, you know, something like made me feel like something was off or different. And then I'm from the South, and you know, the South is very known for good food, good eating, and thickness, and proud of it. Where people would be, oh, you could be a model, but I'm like, I'm not around model people. What you consider model people. I'm around everyday women, and everyday women love their curves. They're not really threatened by it. In the society, the outside influence, I guess you would say, likes the slim, you know, model less. But for me, it's like I don't live in that world. So you can say that, but it doesn't matter to me because that's not what I'm around. And the women that I'm around that I think are beautiful, they have curves. They're beautiful. But that's not to say skinny women aren't beautiful either, but that was just my thought process then. And even as I got older, in my 20s or so, yes, I would attract some guys here and there, but typically the ones that I was attracted to would more than likely be attracted to my friends that were, you know, what you would consider a womanly figure. So even I dealt with that in my younger years, feeling like, well, because I mean, I have big boobs or big butt, you know, not really considered feminine or anything like that, but it's like, and another thing is, I've been a rough girl, you know. I'm not a girly girl. I haven't been. There are some girly girl ways about me, meaning if I'm dating a guy or have a boyfriend or in a relationship, which I am, I'm not going to fart around him, especially not intentionally. I don't want to, you know, taking a poop. No, don't want to do that around you either. You know, that's my time, you know. I'll do a burp, but that's, you know, but as far as getting down dirty, gritty with my hands, you know, getting, you know, roughing it up with the guys or the boys, you know, that's just something that's always been me. But I do like girly, dainty things too. Like I like getting my nails done, even though I don't get them done. That's something that I want to start doing, but I'm gonna start doing that myself. Stay tuned for the videos. Doing makeup and hair and stuff like that. Those are things that I also would get into. But anyway, back to the weight thing. So there were things that I did try throughout the years to try to help me gain weight, the Ensure, the workout, blah 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 blah. But I really have just felt like I would like a good toned figure. The way I'm built, I'm 5'4". You could put that in the range of being petite. My legs are short, my arms are long, my torso is long. So the way I'm built, it would, if you were to see me in a video or pictures, you would assume that I'm tall, but I'm really not. So I just always felt like if I had a good muscle tone, so one thing I do, and I have been throughout the years, may not been consistently, but I do, is try to work out. And as of late, I really have been working out. I am close to my goal weight, and I don't see too much of a difference, but that may just be because of how I'm built. So my goal weight has always been like buck 40, buck 45. I'm a buck 36 now. What I have been doing to help me gain weight is I have like some high calorie shakes that I make. I might make a video of the ingredients that I use for some of y'all that, you know, struggle with trying to gain weight. You have high metabolism, sticking bones, can't help it. I can share that with you if you would like. And when it comes to working out, to building muscle tone and stuff like that, I do take a boxing strengthening and conditioning class. I go whenever I can, And I also have been just trying to work out here and there. If I don't go to the gym, I try to do some workouts at home. But my main focus is getting my stomach area under control. So let me show you. Okay, so if any of you are familiar with diastasis recti, this is how it looks. When I was pregnant with the twins, my stomach stretched out quite a bit. It stretched out so much to where these stretch marks right here, they were like this color. Like it looked like brand new skin that didn't have any melanin in it. Stretched out that much. And so that's when I really got the diastasis recti, and I just had it over the years. And then, I mean, in order to get rid of it, you have to get surgery. I don't have money. I don't have mommy makeover surgery money, so I'll just deal with it with the best that I can. One thing is, if you do have it, and I do have like a abdominal hernia or so, it's what I've been told. But if you do have it, just keep an eye on it. You do work out your stomach muscles, tighten it up, your core, because I have dealt with back pain as well, and I know that can be an issue tied to it, and stomach issues as of late. The stomach issues could be more so because I'm getting older, my body is changing, there are certain things that I can't eat, but just keep in mind of that. I am not a doctor, clinician, or anything like that. This is just from my own personal experience. Just keep an eye on it. So whenever I eat, or if this is just my stomach, just relax. And this is how it looks. Okay. What I have been doing that I've been finding the best results, because usually it's out wider than that, but what I found the best results is the rotary torso machine. I've been using that. The rotary torso machine, it works out these muscles and these muscles. So it helps cinch in your waist, which I'm starting to see that, and it tightens up these muscles. So this is what it looks like if I tighten up my abs. You can see the diastasis recti right there, but my ab muscles are tightened. My waist kind of cinched in. Now before, my pouch would just really be, it would really be like that. But since I've been doing the rotary torso machine, which I don't see too many people making videos about that, or at least I haven't looked it up, but I'm beginning to think this is the best workout for me for diastasis recti. You can try it out for yourself, but that's what's working for me. It's kind of, before it was like a bigger bulge and all kind of bulging out here too, whereas now these muscles are tightened. This is tightened a little bit more, so my bulge isn't even as, it's not even hanging as much either, just a little bit. But here's the thing, I would tighten up my stomach muscles and this would still be budged out. But look now, there's not really any bulge, and it's pretty much flat. So that's something that I feel like I'm going to continue to do. I'll continue to show y'all the updates on that if you would like to see it. But I just wanted to share this with some of y'all that do suffer from diastasis recti, and then also those who are skinny minis like me, and they struggle with maintaining a weight or gaining weight. But yeah, so when I do the rotary torso machine, I do 50 pounds, and I do 3 sets of 10 to my left and then 3 sets of 10 to my right. And what that really is it's just a weight machine. Let me see if I can. It's just a weight machine where you turn this way. You turn it and you turn all the way to the left. All the way to the left. But make sure that your stomach muscles are tight. And you just turn, and then you do that to your right. Turn, and make sure that your feet are together. If you don't have a rotary torso machine, I guess it's something that you can do at home in your own chair, but just make sure that you're tightening your stomach muscles. Maybe hold some weights in your hand and then just do that. But that's what I've been finding that has been helping me, and it may also help women who you know, may not be suffering from diastasis recti and just want to get their waistline cinched in. But I've been finding that's what's been helping for me. So there you go. So I'm going to continue to work on that. I'm proud of the results, and this is the reason why I wanted to share the video, because this part, the bulge, it's not just dangling like it used to be. It's actually been tightening up. So I'm definitely going to start. I don't know what these muscles are called. Actually, let me look it up. Okay, the key muscles in the abdominal include the rectus abdominis, external obliques, internal obliques, and transversus abdominals. The external obliques, okay, so the rotary torso machine, it helps with the external obliques. Can you see that? Which are these, your external obliques. And it says they are a pair of large flat muscles on the sides of the abdomen that originate from the lower 8 ribs and extend to the pelvis. And the pelvis area is where I'm also trying to get tighten up my core, because that can help alleviate back pain. So I've heard. Okay, and then the internal obliques. Let me show y'all a close up of that. So this is the midsection, and this is the internal obliques. So I'm working out these as well, tightening those up. And it says the internal obliques are a pair of broad, flat skeletal muscles in the abdomen that help stabilize the spine and pelvis. They work with the external obliques to rotate the torso and the trunk. So these internal obliques work well with the external obliques. And each one, it does help with the pelvis to tighten up that core. Okay. Why didn't I do this years ago? But I tried to find stuff and it just was all, okay. The transversus abdominis muscle. Okay. That's the transversus abdominal muscles. It says is a broad, flat skeletal muscle that's the deepest of the 6 abdominal muscles. It runs horizontally between the ribs and pelvis, wrapping around the trunk to stabilize it and maintain internal abdominal pressure. It's also known as the corset muscle. So I guess that's what helps, you know, what is causing my waist to be cinched in a little bit. And then there is the rectus abdominis. And it says the rectus abdominis makes up the top layer of the abdominal muscles, commonly referred to as your 6-pack. Let me see if I have a picture to show you. Okay. So basically, yeah, your 6-pack right here. So when even on the display for the rotary torso machine, it shows the muscles that it's working out. Let me get this out of the way. It shows the muscles that it's working out, which are these muscles and these muscles. So I've done crunches and stuff like that, and I never would see the results. But with the rotary torso machine, and I've only been doing it, I've done it here and there, but I've been a little bit more consistent with doing it. When I go to the gym, I'm seeing more results with that. So I think I'm going to continue to do that and help tighten up my core. Because even with my stomach being relaxed, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as how it used to look. I could eat a meal and my stomach would just be out. I could lay down and you could see my intestines just like doing whatever they're doing. You could hear what was going on inside. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. So also, if anybody else is looking to, they're not, seeing results with crunches, possibly try the rotary torso machine at your gym if they have one, or just do it at home. Get you some muscles in your hand, put your feet together, sit in a chair, tighten up that core, and just twist. But yes, and then my arms, like I told y'all, I've been going to strengthening and conditioning. I've been lifting little weights. Let's see. And that's the thing with how I'm built. It's like you can't really see too much of a change, but those who actually know me, grown up with me, they will see the change because they already know how, not just be a little. But just working on my arm muscles here and there, definition here and there. I've always felt like a good muscle tone would be good for me. Let's see. Can you see? So yeah, I've been working out my arms, going to the gym, doing some workouts here and there. My forearms, I really need to work on my wrists. They seem a little weak. But I've been working out my wrists as well. So yeah, all together, I feel like it's coming together. I'm liking it, but goal weight might get pushed up to about 150. I already knew that if I were to ever gain weight, I knew exactly where most of the weight would go, which would probably be around here. So I have been noticing my boobs getting a little bigger, but more so around here, my waist, butts, thighs, and that's literally where I see most of the change. So I ain't mad at that, but yeah. And then also I've been working on is my skin, the texture, the appearance. There's nothing wrong with aging. It is inevitable. That's not my concern. I just want my skin to look healthy, and I want to be going with me getting older. So I have been taking a collagen powder that's good for hair, skin, and nails. I drink that with water, try to do it daily, and my skincare routine. So if you would like to know the things that I use, you can comment down below. I can share that with you. You can check it out. These are things that I have been noticing that have been working for me. So just something that I could throw out there to some of you that may be looking for things that might help with your diastasis recti, or even just your abdominal muscles in general, or something that can help you with your skin if you are getting older but you're feeling like your skin is looking dry and dull or whatnot. Just some of those options down. Just some options that I'm throwing out there for you. So if you would like to know more, comment down below. I will be happy to share those things. But until next time, thank you all for your support, and do things with love and be a blessing. Bye.
Girl, bye.